I chose Morehouse because a lot of my father's friends graduated from Morehouse, and I observed them growing up, and they were good role models along with my father. And I knew some friends of mine from high school, went to Morehouse, and when they came back, they were changed. You know, we still had fun, but you can tell they had more direction, more seriousness, and that's what I wanted.
My decision to attend Morehouse was heavily influenced by my parents, obviously. But when it came time for me to make my decision, I did my research, and Morehouse was the #1 institution for African American men, and all the Morehouse men that I knew were doing great things in the community, professionally, and in their private lives as well. So it was a fairly easy decision. The brotherhood that you gain at Morehouse is unique because Morehouse is the only all-male HBCU in the world, and it's a small institution. Everybody knew everybody. If you needed help, you would get help. The professor knows your name, and the professor knows what you aspire to do after graduating from Morehouse.
And we're there for each other. If we ever need anything, if I needed something, I can call them and say, hey man, I need a favor. Can you do this? Boom. You know, they can call me if they need a favor. It's automatic.
I would describe the HBCU experience, specifically Morehouse College, as Black excellence. You know, here you are on a campus with over 1,000 Black men, and everyone has a purpose, everyone has a goal, no negativity. You have peer pressure in the outside world, but the peer pressure at Morehouse is to make the best grades. But there's always a competition, a healthy competition, between you and your brother on who has the highest GPA. The pressure at Morehouse College is a good type of pressure. And at the same time, if our brother is standing behind, we're gonna help him up.
No matter what kind of profession you're in, there's a Morehouse man in there who's high in the profession who'll be glad to help you out because you are a Morehouse man, you're his brother, and he's gonna help you get to where you need to get. And you owe him nothing but to help another young brother out.
Kappas date back in my family to 1913. My father is a Kappa. He crossed at Pi chapter in spring '76, and my grandfather crossed at Howard in 1946. What stood out to me about Kappa was the achievement. I know the men that my father hung around, and the men that my grandfather hung around, and the type of men that my father and grandfather are just pushed me that way.
The brotherhood of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated is similar to the brotherhood that you have in Morehouse. We have the same respect for each other, the connections that we have throughout the world. It's a brotherhood that's stronger than just friendship. It goes beyond that.
I can call on guys who pledged my father and ask them for anything. Even though I crossed in 2004, I meet guys who crossed in the 50s and 60s, and guys who crossed, well after me, and it's all the same. It's all love. It's a tighter brotherhood than even the brotherhood at Morehouse. And guys are achieving, so we help each other out. It's all about picking your brother up and helping him achieve that goal in life.
But when I see my son here, you don't know how proud I am of him. I didn't tell him to go to Morehouse, but it was something he saw in me that he wanted to go to Morehouse. I didn't tell him to pledge Kappa, but he made the line. I didn't help him on line. I didn't do anything. But you can believe I was there when he crossed. When I saw my son cross at Pi chapter, it was similar to the feeling I had when he was born. So proud, so happy. I admire him. I look up to him. That's my Morehouse frat brother's son. Heaven on earth.
When I crossed back in fall 2004, seeing my dad there, it was great. Obviously trying to impress him. I was just proud, to make him proud.
But see, he didn't know I'm proud of him already. He didn't have to go Kappa for me to be proud of him. But I'm glad he did. But man, I'm so proud of him. I don't know, man, just proud. And I'm glad that Morehouse helped him become the man he is. I couldn't do it on my own. And if it's a young man out there who's listening, or a young lady who's listening, the HBCU experience is amazing. And the Morehouse experience is priceless.